G'day guys and welcome to Aussie English. My objective here is to teach you guys the English spoken down under. So whether you want to speak like a fair dinkum Aussie or you just want to understand what the flippin' hell we're on about when we're having a yarn, you've come to the right place. So sit back, grab a cuppa and enjoy Aussie English. Hey guys, welcome to this episode of Aussie English. In this episode, as you will no doubt know, we're going to be working on contracting the auxiliary verb would onto several demonstrative pronouns. And without getting too crazy grammar-wise, demonstrative pronouns are just this, that in the singular form, and these and those in the plural form. As I've said before, would is an auxiliary verb that can be used in several different ways in English, whether it's the present tense, I would like to do something, whether it's the past tense, I would have done something, or whether it's that repeated past tense. When I was young, I would always get the bus to school. It can be used in a bunch of different ways, but you'll learn that with time. Don't worry too much about perfecting these things. Just keep listening, keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep improving. So in this episode, like the last episode, we'll just focus on would in the conditional present tense because this is probably the most common way that you guys are going to be using this. I would go, I would see, I would be. Or this would go, this would be, this would see if we're using demonstrative pronouns. And so we'll just start with a basic listen and repeat exercise, guys, with these 4 demonstrative pronouns. I'll repeat each one of them 5 times, and I'll say the uncontracted form first and the contracted form second. So let's get started. This would. This'd. 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 That would. That'd. 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 These would. These'd. 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 Those would. Those'd. 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 So, as we've gone over in previous episodes, guys, I've written each of these sentences for this substitution exercise out with a noun added in brackets. So the noun is added straight after the demonstrative pronoun. So if you read the transcript, you will see this and then a noun. And I've done this so that you guys can better imagine what I'm talking about, because the whole reason that we use this, that, these, and those, the demonstrative pronouns in English, is because whoever it is that is having this conversation has agreed or has obviously made it understood what they're talking about. So if I'm talking about a cat and it's this cat right in front of me, I can just ditch the noun cat and just start saying this, 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 so I'm not constantly repeating myself. And so all of these sentences, I've obviously dropped the noun, I've removed the noun so that you're contracting the word would directly onto the demonstrative pronoun. So instead of, for example, saying this dress would and saying this dressed, you're practicing saying this would and this'd. Anyway, long story short, if you don't understand these sentences from just listening, go and read the transcript, and in brackets after each one of these demonstrative pronouns is a noun to give you better context for what each of these sentences means, so that you can imagine in your head what I'm talking about as I'm speaking. And so let's just dive into it, guys. Let's get started and let's practice improving your contraction skills. This would look good on you. This'd look good on you. That would be incredibly fast. That'd be incredibly fast. These would help you run faster. These'd help you run faster. Those would have to be ours. Those'd have to be ours. This would cost a fortune. This'd cost a fortune. That would never work. That'd never work. These would work if they were plugged in. These'd work if they were plugged in. Those would change your life if you read them. Those'd change your life if you read them. This would be mine. This'd be mine. That would be his wife. That'd be his wife. I don't think these would fit me. I don't think these'd fit me. See if those would look better. See if those'd look better. This would change everything. This'd change everything. Knowing that would devastate her. Knowing that'd devastate her. Swallowing these would kill you. Swallowing these'd kill you. Those would run if they could. Those'd run if they could. And so guys, I know that I'm saying these sentences in a sort of slow and weird way. I'm emphasizing the contractions because when I speak as a native, quite often these contractions are very subtle, and I've been chatting to a few people who I've been giving lessons to and who have listened to the podcast, and a few of them have said that it's incredibly difficult to hear when I'm making these contractions. So I thought that I would add in a few lessons here where I really try and emphasize that sound after a lot of these words. I'm not going to do it in every single one because I think that just one or two lessons here and there will give you the idea. But yeah, it's one of those things where when you're practicing, I really recommend overdoing it, overemphasizing it, saying it where it does sound strange, but that you're doing it correctly with perfect technique, if you will, if you want to talk technique-wise. And so when you speak quickly, it'll just be natural and it'll be really subtle. So for example here, if I was to read the first sentence again, this would look good on you, and say we're talking about a dress, so this dress would look good on you. If I was to say this would look good on you but contracted, and I said it quickly like a native, I'd say this would look good on you. This would look good on you. But I feel that if I say these sentences too quickly, you're going to really miss what I'm trying to get at. And the most important thing in all of these is showing you guys how to really work that contraction of these words and pronounce them correctly, so that when you do it slowly, you get it right. And when you speed up and start speaking more quickly, as you get better at this, you'll change it and it'll become more and more subtle. So you'll get better at it that way. Anyway, I won't waffle on too much. I won't talk too much. I just wanted to sort of go over why in this episode I am talking a little more slowly and emphasizing the ud sound. This sud, that tud, these zud, those zud. And just now I've just thought, as one way of practicing these things, whatever the contraction is that you're working, if you really want to practice it well and just do reps on your own in your bedroom, just repeat the thing multiple times, make them bounce. Make them bounce off that last syllable of the word. So you would have heard me then say this sud instead of this ud. Really practice that bouncing, the this sud, that tud, these zud, those zud. And it will probably work with any of these contractions. Anyway guys, I'll leave it there and I'll see you guys in the next episode. All the best. You've been listening to the Aussie English Podcast. If you like what you hear, please come and join our Facebook community and like and share this episode in order to help the podcast grow. If you'd like to support the Aussie English Podcast, please consider donating a few dollars on my Patreon page, which will be linked in the episode transcript. The more you guys donate, the more time and effort I can spend improving the podcast. Until next time, guys, all the best.